everybody, thanks for joining Create with Dee. This is our last tutorial on our little 3x3 box that highlighted the pansies, and we did a whole pansy video series of different techniques for that. And today's video will be focused on how to make this cute little box. It holds 3x3 note cards, so let's get started making it. It really doesn't take a whole lot of materials. This is a piece of cardstock that measures 8.5 by 3.5, and so just from one standard size sheet of cardstock you can make 2 of these little boxes. On my blog I will upload this template so that you can remember how to do it, so you don't worry about writing things down unless you want to. This information will be on my blog. And I just kind of want to explain things a little bit. Where I penciled in or had written in with the red here, that represents sticky strip. And sticky strip is nice and tacky and extra strong tape that we'll use. And where it has these little arrows, that means don't apply the sticky strip until you fold in. So hopefully we get all of that shown on the video today. So let's get started making this little card, or the box, excuse me. And I'm sorry, I'm going to have this face me, guys. But you first fold it long ways, the 8.5 length, and we're going to score it at 1 inch. And then turn card, and then we're going to score it at 3 inches, at 4, 7, and then again at 8. Okay, so this is probably going to be really hard to see because of the cardstock color, but this is what we have here. Let me get it oriented correctly. Okay, so then the first thing I do is I go ahead and just fold all of my score lines, and this will help us see where we have it. Whoops. But that one didn't really, I didn't score it hard enough. Okay, so that's all of our horizontal ones. Let me just move this for just a teeny tiny second. Alright, so now we have all of our score lines folded. And per the diagram, we want to find this little corner and cut it out. So this is where the 8-inch score line meets the 1-inch score line. And we'll just cut out that little rectangle there in the corner. We don't need him. We'll say goodbye to him. And then the solid lines represents where we need to cut. So we'll come in and we'll cut as per the diagram. These will be the side panel underneath the box bottoms. So now you should have a piece of cardstock that looks like this. A lot of little flaps. And then per my diagram here, this is from, I guess, my helpful hints on how to do this box. And where it says, where I've got things marked in red, you'll want to fold those flaps inward. And we're going to adhere the sticky strip to the underside or the back side of all of those flaps. So I'll be back in just a second when that's done. Alrighty, I've got my sticky strip applied to the to the flap inside of what we talked about. I'll see if I can bring that in. It's so hard when it's the darker cardstock to see. And I'm just going to start removing the top layer of the sticky strip so that it gets the adhesives exposed. And I do it one at a time. I think you just kind of get to play around with it and see what your preference is. But I like folding the flaps in first. There might be an easier way of assembling this. I'm not quite sure. This is just how I do it. Whoops. The longest part of the video is taking all of the strips off. Okay. Alrighty. See how this box is coming together? And I left myself a little wiggle room on this one here. I didn't, as you will notice here, I put it towards the right side of that when I put the sticky strip down, and that's so that I don't accidentally get it caught. And actually I'm going to take this sides one off too. This, when you put this down and this, it kind of all comes in together when I kind of get that going. I hope this is in shot. Okay, and there's our little box. Isn't that so cute? And it really, it didn't take that long to put together, and sometimes I miss a little bit and I didn't have it perfectly either scored or cut, so I'm just coming back with my scissors and I'll just trim that up. But there's our little box, and I'll be back in a second and we'll finish decorating this up. Okay everybody, now it's time to just finish up our embellishments of the box. I'm going to take a rich raspberry polka dot ribbon, and I'll see if I can do this upside down. I think the ribbon tying on a box might just be about the trickiest part of it. So, oops, I didn't give myself enough ribbon. Let's go back here. So I have about 18 inches of ribbon here to go around the box. I thought 12 would do it, but I think I needed that little extra bit so that I could get my knot made. Oops. There we go. So probably we want to go ahead and put the ribbon on first. And then I'll just trim that up a little bit. I would probably tighten that up just a little bit, but we'll go ahead and go forward. And I've got some dimensionals on our pansy that we made. If you need instructions on how to do the pansies, check my other blog site, or my other video series. And I'm using Old Olive and the Elegant Thank You stamp. Put that down around the corner because we're going to take our large oval punch and punch that out. Oops. And ink the edges. I have another one that I made that I think I like just a little better, because I tried to cut that a little too soon, or punch it out. So pop a dimensional on that. I'll tuck it under there, and there's our little box. Okay, so we've seen every step that's needed to make our little thank you box with the pansy. We've got 3 techniques on how to do the pansies, and I hope you enjoy passing out this little thank you box. Happy crafting, everybody. Bye-bye.